Hey, it's that new trailer was pretty epic. Here's all the Wolf's post of White Man Smash. Now, these two posts, I didn't read over them. I just barely covered them. There's a couple more after that. Just doing a little bit of a follow-up. You know me, I like to close up my plot threads. Gelfandothia, first thing I want to mention. What an absolute fucking Chad. This dude's post, I have no doubt this dude's post is going to get removed. And I'm going to be honest, yeah, I mean, the guy broke the Steam rules, but he doesn't give a fuck. Much respect, bro. Who gives a flying fuck? Seriously, who the hell actually starts a game and says, oh wow, the main character is a black lesbian midget from Uganda? Or, man, I sure am glad the main character is a middle-aged white male who likes women. I'm so fucking sick and tired of people talking about skin color and sexual preferences. I don't care if two biracial men want to stick their dicks in each other's butts. Stop advertising it, Jesus. Some folks these days are just a special kind of stupid, I swear. You know what? Fucking based. I wish I could award you, sir. I would have to give you all my fucking points. It doesn't matter. No one plays a game it's like when Duke Nukem came out, nobody's like, oh wow, look at Duke Nukem, look at that big strong white man, that's the game for me. No, we played Duke Nukem because the game was a competent first-person shooter that was experimenting with pseudo 3D geometry and shit with build engines and stuff. And Duke Nukem was unapologetically fucking ignorant and badass. It was a self-aware parody. Duke Nukem was a parody. His character is a parody of the strong white male protagonist. Although it's a little bit of, for a dumbed down first-person shooter game, a boomer shooter, there was actually a little bit of competence to the humor. Had a monicum of intellect put into the gameplay design. It poked fun at itself. And similarly, anyway, let's not make a whole video about his post. Defrag, I didn't cover his post. Let me go ahead. Hey, Cougar, it's been a while. Actually, Parvin seems relatable as a working dad who's been away from his family for too long. His one PDA in the bunker. Oh, and I just want to point this out. Defrag, Parvin has another PDA just to himself in the actual cave with the frozen Leviathan. In the right side of the cave, there's a pathway that leads up to some hot pepper fruit at the very top to the right, where you would be looking at the left of the frozen Leviathan. There's another PDA log from Parvin up there. I'm not sure if you knew that or not. Just wanted to point that out. But there's another PDA where he's a working dad. He's away from his family and he's stressed out. And it struck a chord with him. And, Parvin desperately misses his family. And I think his crankiness is related to all that. I wonder if Robin will do the right thing with his PDA. Well, you know what, Defrag? Don't worry. Because in a previous video of mine, when I found that very same PDA and I showed it to you guys, I said then and there, don't worry, Parvin. I'll make sure your family get this PDA. I don't know if Sam or Robin would do the right thing, but I will. Catalytic says, if we're not talking about the ad, aka the trailer, if we're not talking about the ad, this thread's going to get locked. And Catalytic is right. We're kind of starting to get off topic. But then again, we've seen that Unknown Worlds allows you to go off topic. But only if you fit the right demographic. Blake. Have nothing pleasant to say about Blake. 100% agree with Old Wolf. There's no need to cater to the white, straight male demographic in every single game for me to like it. I said this in another previous video. Straight, white, and male. None of those words have anything. None of those are a video game demographic. Video game demographics, like what kind of a gamer are you? Oh, I'm a platformer. Oh, I'm a puzzle gamer. Oh, I like action adventure. I like simulator games. I like race car games. I like sports games. I like fighting games. I like RPGs. I like MMOs. Bro, there's all kinds of games out there. That's the demographic. Not one of those demographics is involved. Hey, make a game for white people. How do you do that? How do you make a game for black people? How do you make a game for straight people? How do you make a game for guys? How do you make a game for girls? We're getting into messed up territory. None of those are demographics. But when you are the person that's like Plague, that's like Unknown Worlds, well, logic doesn't make sense to you because you got the blue haze over your eyes. Anyway, let's continue. And every single game for me to like it, just look at Tomb Raider or San Andreas. You know what? He just brought up a good point. I enjoyed Tomb Raider. I don't got big flopping titties, and I don't know. I'm not athletic like Lara Croft, and I'm not a marksman. Well, I can't dual wield pistols the way she can. I'm not as educated in architect, geology, and world history as she is. I don't got college degrees. You know, Lara Croft is a badass, but I still love playing the games on the PlayStation at least. San Andreas, oh shit, here we go again, bro. I'll play San Andreas right now. When this video's over, I'm gonna go play San Andreas, and not because I can't identify with the black man, but because it's a good fucking game. The critics of this game simply have corona fatigue and don't know what else to complain about. Plus, some of them need people to watch their very boring YouTube playthroughs. Luckily, there are some great alternatives of people that appreciate good games. I don't care if Blake's talking about me, but I doubt he's talking about me. But that's kind of mean-spirited to other people making YouTube playthroughs and stuff. I mean, that's just mean-spirited. How you picking on people and shit just because they got an opinion you don't like? Now, I pick on people too, but it's not just because, oh, this person says something I disagree with. That's not enough grounds for me to pick on you. You gotta have negative traits for me to call you out and pick on you. Don't pick on the YouTubers, not the people trying to entertain you. Pick on me. If you would have been focused on me, I prefer that. Tyco, how you doing? It's not about being white or black or gay versus straight. It's about stupidity and inconsistency. Funny that it always ends up in dividing the crowd instead of unifying. I'm pretty sure nobody cares about the skin color of the protagonist or some gay relationships unless there is nothing besides that. And since the game's story is very bare bones, uninteresting, and inconsistent, no wonder that stuff keeps showing up in the forums. But it's obviously by no means just because of diversity. And I'll say this again real quick. For this game to claim it has a focus on story, you could replace Robin with any other character and it doesn't affect the story at all. The story isn't even dependent on Robin being there. Anyone else can fill Robin's shoes. If anything else, it's even more empty and devoid. I mean, I don't think Unknown Worlds knows how to write a story for their game. And I can say that because the guy that knew how to write for their games, they let go. Big mistake, and you know what? It shows. It shows in the final product. They bothered to make a good story, nobody would yell at chicken about that. And yeah, the trailer was pretty and nice. Johnny Geth replies to Gefen's Dulthea, yep, like there are no real problems in their life. Glad to know we got some base chads left up in the forums. Jack with the Plague Doctor display picture. Not gonna lie, Fred had me rooting for him from the get-go. I'm glad they made the first trailer with him. He is the everyman going through a generic routine who finds the find of a lifetime, a frozen Leviathan. My only question is, why did the Below Zero team pick his story rather than the dilemma of Sam? The game is a survival game, sure, as shown by all the tech and suits Fred uses, but the main story is a murder mystery of sorts. Yeah, Sam murdered fucking Parvin. Yeah, Robin comes to the planet to figure out who killed Sam, and what she discovers is Sam killed herself and somebody else. Ruh-roh, big shocker. Yeah, what a shit story. The original Subnautica trailer showed the survival and danger aspect of the game rather well through Bart's trailer. So I was sort of expecting a mix of the same survival, but with the intrigue of the Below Zero story at least hinted at, especially as it's before the game starts. But Unknown Worlds is like, hey, let's focus on the straight white male, right? Let's not put the gay black bitches in our trailer, even though we're so proud of them, you fuckers.